Have you ever gone for a walk and thought, I wish this could do more for me than just get me moving? If you're nodding your head right now, you're in the right place. Walking is one of the simplest, most accessible forms of exercise, especially for those of us over 60. But here's the thing, not all walks are created equal. There's a way to walk that can help you burn more calories, strengthen your joints, and even improve your overall fitness, all without needing any fancy equipment or spending hours at the gym. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to tweak your walking routine so it works harder for you. These small adjustments are easy to incorporate into your daily life, whether you're strolling through the park, walking around your neighborhood, or even pacing while talking on the phone. By the end of this video, you'll have actionable tips to make every step count toward better health and vitality. So, let's dive in. Let's start with the first tweak, posture. Now, I know this might sound basic, but hear me out, how you carry yourself while walking can make a huge difference. Many of us fall into the habit of slouching or looking down at our feet as we walk, especially as we age. But when you walk with poor posture, you're not engaging your core muscles or using your body efficiently, which means you're missing out on potential benefits. On the flip side, walking with good posture, shoulders back, chin up, and spine straight, not only helps you burn more calories but also reduces strain on your joints and supports better balance. Think about it like this, when your body is aligned properly, your muscles work together the way they're supposed to. Your glutes, hamstrings, and calves are all activated, which makes your walk more effective. Plus, standing tall opens up your chest, allowing you to breathe more deeply. This means more oxygen gets to your muscles, giving you energy and endurance. A quick trick to check your posture is to imagine there's a string gently pulling you upward from the top of your head. Try it right now, even if you're sitting down, you'll immediately feel taller and more alert. Now, let's talk about the second tweak, pace. Walking at a steady, moderate speed is great for maintaining health, but if you want to maximize calorie burn and joint strength, varying your pace can take things to the next level. Instead of sticking to the same rhythm throughout your walk, try alternating between slower and faster intervals. For example, you could walk at a comfortable pace for 2 minutes, then pick up the speed for 1 minute, and repeat. This technique is called interval walking, and it's incredibly effective because it challenges your cardiovascular system and keeps your muscles guessing. Here's why interval walking works so well. When you increase your pace, your heart rate goes up, which burns more calories in less time. And when you slow down, your body gets a brief recovery period, making it easier to sustain the effort over the course of your walk. It's like giving yourself little bursts of energy that add up to big results. One woman I spoke with recently told me she started doing interval walks during her morning routine, and within weeks, she noticed she had more stamina and felt stronger on her feet. She said, "It's like my legs woke up again." Another benefit of interval walking is that it's gentle on your joints while still being challenging enough to build strength. When you walk faster, your muscles engage more fully to propel you forward, which helps stabilize your knees, hips, and ankles. Over time, this can reduce stiffness and discomfort, making it easier to stay active. Plus, the variety keeps things interesting. You won't get bored doing the same old walk day after day. Now that we've covered posture and pace, let's move on to another important aspect of walking that many people overlook, arm movement. You might not think much about your arms when you're walking, but they play a key role in boosting efficiency and calorie burn. Swinging your arms naturally as you walk doesn't just help with balance, it also engages your upper body muscles, turning your walk into a full body workout. And the more muscles you involve, the more calories you burn. So, how do you make sure you're using your arms effectively? Start by keeping them relaxed and bent at about a 90-degree angle. As you walk, let them swing back and forth naturally, but with a bit of purpose. Think of your arms as pistons, driving you forward with each step. If you're feeling ambitious, you can even pump them slightly during those faster-paced intervals we talked about earlier. This adds intensity to your walk and gives your shoulders and arms an extra workout. At this point, you might be wondering how these tweaks fit into your everyday life, especially if you're used to walking a certain way. The beauty of these changes is that they're simple and adaptable. Whether you're heading to the grocery store, taking a lap around the block, or enjoying a leisurely stroll with a friend, you can apply these principles to make your walks more impactful. And trust me, once you start noticing the benefits, you'll want to keep doing them. Now, let's explore another powerful tweak that can elevate your walking routine even further, one that taps into the power of mindfulness. Ready? Let's keep going. The next tweak I want to share with you is something that might feel a little different from the physical adjustments we've talked about so far: mindful walking. Now, before you think this sounds too woo-woo or complicated, let me explain. Mindful walking simply means paying attention to how you're moving and what's happening around you. It's about being present in the moment instead of letting your mind wander to your to-do list or the latest news headlines. Why does mindfulness matter when it comes to walking? Well, when you focus on your steps, your breathing, and the sensations in your body, you're engaging both your mind and your muscles in a deeper way. This not only enhances the mental benefits of walking, like reducing stress and boosting mood, but it also helps you maintain better form and balance. For example, if you're consciously aware of how your feet hit the ground or how your arms are swinging, you're more likely to correct any inefficiencies in your stride. Plus, being mindful can make your walk feel more enjoyable, which means you're more likely to stick with it long term. Here's how you can practice mindful walking. Start by taking a few deep breaths before you begin your walk. As you move, focus on the rhythm of your steps and the feeling of your feet connecting with the ground. Notice how your weight shifts from one leg to the other and how your arms naturally swing. If your mind starts to drift, gently bring your attention back to your movement. You can even try counting your steps or silently repeating a calming word or phrase with each stride, like strong or steady. It's a simple practice, but it makes a big difference in how connected you feel to your body and your surroundings. Now, let's talk about another powerful tweak: incorporating inclines into your walks. Walking on flat surfaces is great, but adding some hills or slopes to your route can significantly boost the intensity of your workout. When you walk uphill, your leg muscles, especially your calves, quads, and glutes, have to work harder to propel you forward. This not only burns more calories but also strengthens your joints and improves muscle tone. And the best part? Walking downhill has its own set of benefits. It challenges your balance and engages your stabilizing muscles, which helps prevent falls and keeps your lower body strong. If you live in an area without natural hills, don't worry, you can still get the benefits of incline walking. Many parks and neighborhoods have gentle slopes, or you can use stairs if they're available. Another option is to adjust the incline setting on a treadmill if you prefer indoor walking. Even a slight elevation change can make a noticeable difference over time. One gentleman I met shared that he started walking up and down a nearby hill twice a week, and within a month, he noticed his legs felt firmer and his endurance improved. He said, "It's like my body remembered how to climb again." Now, let's shift gears a bit and talk about the importance of consistency. While tweaking your walking technique is essential, none of these changes will have a lasting impact unless you make walking a regular habit. The key here isn't perfection, it's persistence. Even short, frequent walks can add up to significant health benefits. For instance, 2 15-minute walks a day can be just as effective as one longer session, especially if you incorporate some of the tweaks we've discussed. One way to stay consistent is to find a walking buddy, or even a group. Having someone to share the experience with not only makes it more fun but also keeps you accountable. Whether it's a friend, neighbor, or family member, walking together creates opportunities for connection and conversation, which can make the time fly by. Plus, there's something motivating about knowing someone is counting on you to show up. If you're not ready to commit to a partner, consider joining a local walking club or finding online communities where you can track your progress and celebrate milestones with others. Another tip for staying consistent is to set realistic goals. Instead of aiming for lofty targets right away, start small and build from there. For example, commit to walking 3 times a week for 20 minutes, then gradually increase the frequency or duration as you feel more comfortable. Tracking your progress can also help, whether it's using a pedometer, a fitness app, or simply marking days on a calendar. Seeing how far you've come can be incredibly rewarding and keep you motivated to keep going. At this point, You might be wondering how to combine all these elements: posture, pace, arm movement, mindfulness, inclines, and consistency, into a single, cohesive routine. The good news is that they don't have to compete with each other. In fact, they work best when used together. Picture this: you head out for a walk, focusing on maintaining good posture and swinging your arms purposefully. You alternate between faster and slower intervals, occasionally tackling a hill or incline along the way. Throughout the walk, you check in with yourself, staying mindful of your movements and surroundings. Over time, these practices become second nature, and your walks transform into a powerful tool for improving your health and well-being. Now that we've covered these practical tweaks and strategies, let's talk about how to measure your progress and know if they're really working. After all, seeing results is one of the most motivating factors when adopting new habits. We'll also explore how combining mindful walking with other healthy lifestyle choices can amplify its benefits and help you stay active and vibrant for years to come. Let's dive deeper into making this a seamless part of your everyday life. Now that we've covered all the key elements of walking with purpose: posture, pace, arm movement, mindfulness, inclines, and consistency, it's time to talk about how you can track your progress and truly see the impact these changes are having on your body and mind. While it might be tempting to focus solely on numbers like weight loss or calorie burn, there are so many other ways to measure success when it comes to walking. For instance, do you feel stronger on your feet? Are your joints less stiff after a walk than they were before? Do you notice that climbing stairs feels easier now? These subtle improvements are just as important as any number on a scale, and they're signs that your efforts are paying off. One simple way to gauge your progress is by keeping a journal. It doesn't have to be anything fancy, just jot down a few notes after each walk. How did you feel during the walk? What tweaks did you try? Did you notice any differences in your energy levels or mood afterward? Over time, you'll start to see patterns emerge, and those little victories will add up to something much bigger. I remember meeting a woman named Margaret who started tracking her walks this way. She told me, "At first, I thought writing things down was silly, but looking back at my notes made me realize how far I'd come. Now, I actually look forward to seeing what I'll write next." Another powerful way to stay motivated is to celebrate milestones along the way. Maybe it's walking a certain number of steps per day for a week straight, completing your first uphill route, or simply sticking to your routine for an entire month. Celebrating these achievements, whether it's treating yourself to a nice meal, buying a new pair of walking shoes, or just giving yourself a pat on the back, reminds you of how much you've accomplished and keeps you moving forward. Of course, walking isn't the only piece of the puzzle when it comes to staying healthy and active after 60. Pairing mindful walking with other positive habits can amplify its benefits even further. For example, eating nutrient-rich foods gives your body the fuel it needs to recover and thrive, while getting enough sleep ensures your muscles and joints repair themselves properly. Staying hydrated is also crucial. Water supports joint lubrication and helps flush out toxins, which is especially important if you're increasing your activity level. And don't forget the power of stretching. Taking a few minutes to stretch your calves, hamstrings, and hip flexors before and after your walk can improve flexibility and reduce soreness. Let me share one last story that ties everything together. A man named Harold once told me he didn't think walking could make such a big difference in his life. He figured he was too old to change anything, but after hearing about some of these tips, he decided to give it a shot. He started small, focusing on posture and pace, then gradually added inclines and mindfulness into his routine. Within months, he noticed he wasn't just walking farther, he was carrying groceries without pain, playing with his grandkids without getting winded, and feeling more confident in his daily life. He said, "It wasn't just about walking. It was about realizing that I still had control over how I felt and what I could do." As we wrap up, I want to leave you with this thought: every step you take is an investment in your health, happiness, and independence. Walking isn't just exercise, it's a way to connect with yourself, your community, and the world around you. Whether you're strolling through a park, exploring your neighborhood, or simply pacing while chatting with a friend, you're doing something amazing for your body and mind. And the best part? You don't need special equipment, expensive memberships, or hours of free time to reap the rewards. All you need is a willingness to show up and take that first step. Before we say goodbye, I'd love to hear from you. Have you tried any of these walking tweaks yet? Or maybe you already have a favorite walking tip that works wonders for you. I'd love to hear about it. Drop a comment below and share your thoughts or experiences. Your insights might inspire someone else who's watching this video and looking for encouragement. If you found this video helpful, please take a moment to give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel. We're here to support you with practical tips and inspiration every step of the way. Whether you're navigating life after 60 or simply looking for ways to stay vibrant and engaged, we've got plenty more content coming your way. Here's to walking your way to better health, stronger joints, and a happier life. Thank you for spending this time with me, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, and remember, you're never too old to take steps toward living your best life.